Perhaps you've seen it. Maybe in a dream. A murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded, the symbol of the curse, an augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish, time after time. For that is your fate, the fate of the cursed.
Hi guys, welcome to Dark Souls 2 walkthrough part 1. Thanks Betwixt. We're going to do the intro here. This video is 31 minutes long, and I apologize for that. But let's get started, shall we? We are playing on the 360, as you just seen the achievement pop up anyway. I am also using AMB's video guide to get me through the game, to get you through the game. So all credit to this guide is free EMB, but at the same time I'm using a different style than him. I think he's playing a knight, I'm playing a dex build. He's going more for survivability, I'm doing it more with my style. I would recommend maybe watching him more, especially if you're new, because his ability, he just plays the game a lot better and stuff. If you want to see a more idiot play, well, I'm probably the person to come to for that. As you see here, I take these monkeys for the main reason. When I was watching the MB's videos, he said not to do it, so I thought I'll do it. But you can see why. He did say the warning that they all come to attack you and stuff, but I wanted to show you just in case. Just in case you watch the MB's videos and you're thinking, oh well, AMB blah blah blah, that's you never heard of this guy before. Which, if you've played any Souls game before, I don't know what the heck's wrong with you. You can walk down there to get that item that you just saw, but we'll get that on our way actually out of here. This video will have a lot of editing done, so let's continue on here. Head up into this door and get your cutscene.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
It's Jimmy.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be? Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
Create your character, and then decide what you want to play as.
All people come here for the same reason, to break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
Well, you never know. Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom. But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You'll lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Okay, after talking to them there, guys, obviously we get a lot of extra stuff here, and you also get an achievement / trophy. Since I'm playing on 360, I get an achievement. Obviously, if you're playing on PlayStation, you're going to get a trophy. All that extra stuff, as you see, I'm getting. If you were watching my unboxing video, you understand why. I'm going to dissolve here a wee bit because I was messing about with the playstylist here. I'll talk more about that in a second.
This is a limbo. A link between Drangleic and the outer world. Fair traveller, I know that you must have a story. Why else would you visit such a place? This lost, decayed kingdom. My name is Millibeth. The old women were once fire keepers. I am here to look after them. It is what my mother did, and her mother before her, and so on. The old women were keepers of the fire. But now, the fire shows signs of fading. And the kingdom is beset by hollows. The old women are sisters. I am told there was a fourth. Long ago, fire keepers were commonplace. But now they are lost, scattered to the winds.
As this series does go on, more like this video, I will go over what the difference is between me and EMB's videos. I definitely recommend, if especially your first time playing a Soul series, go to EMB. Yeah, like I prefer you to watch my videos, to be honest. But at the same time, I want you to enjoy the Souls games, because the Souls game is, to me, still the best series of all time ever made. This could just last at you anyway, but you can talk to these firekeepers. The only one that really says anything is the one sitting at the chair at the top of the table, so you talk to whoever you want.
You must go on a journey without rest. Well, I suppose if you find yourself at an impasse. But if your will is yet unbroken, then you may return here to start again with a clean slate. Now, go along, go along.
I won't be doing lore like EMB does. I don't think he's doing much lore now in his first playthrough, because he is just doing a walkthrough. I am interested in maybe doing a lore video, because I do. So there's some stuff that EMB has said that I do agree with, but there's other stuff I could argue with. But at the end of the day, EMB lore and Dark Souls is probably more trusting than mine. Because mine is all just theories and speculation and stuff like that there. Plus EMB, he studies the game for lore. I don't really, I just pretty much make assumptions like an idiot. Like I said, this here's more of a going to be a more fun playthrough. But I'm going to try for 100%, and for you guys on PlayStation, we're going to go for the Platinum. And for you guys on the Xbox, we're going to go for the 1000 gamer score, obviously. After you come out here, as you can see, I'm heading up here anyway. This troll, or order, whatever the heck he is, do be careful, because he can't not move there. He will grab you and eat you, and it is pretty much an automatic kill. Watch out for that. Like, you want to stay behind him and beat his sit move. Try not to let him sit on you. Don't get greedy with the hits here, because as you see, I know I've said that if you've ever watched my first Dark Souls videos, when I was playing for doing the live game through, I always say don't get greedy with your moves. And this one, so much is, you definitely do not want to get greedy at all, because stamina in this one is definitely a lot harder to contain. There's also an item here behind me. After you get a ring anyway for picking him up, and it's a very good ring, especially for the start of the game. I came back for this item because I kind of missed it, but it's just was standing right there behind me. So pick that up and you get some gold pine resin. After you pick that up, we're going to continue on. If you just walk down that path I said earlier to get that item, you will not need to come this way. You can just walk and follow that bridge right across and fall off over there. As you can see here, you can just jump off here if you want, and then you can take the safe way down to this item. But if you want to be a wee bit more daring, I won't do this here because it's the way EMB did it. Like I said, I'm trying to follow his guide up to the 100% mark. Like the thing about EMB is his videos are definitely always going to be better than mine, and I could never come close to him, to be honest. I'm married to the man as well. He is a really good Souls player, and pretty much for him, it's the reason I love Souls so much. Like, my friend got me into it, but it's because EMB is the reason I love the Souls games so much, because of all his lore and the way he plays. So I definitely recommend going to check him. But enough about that anyway. Head back in here, and we're going to actually continue on the right path. So just open up this door, and here you will find your very first bonfire. Oh, actually check my inventory first, why not? Oh yes, I forgot to put on my ring. Don't forget to put on your ring, your stone ring, guys, as well. It helps boost your poise, which is pretty good, especially for heavy dual wielders and stuff like that. Because dual wielding, you can attack a lot more. And I have trouble with this door, opening and closing it. Why not? It helps boost poise. If you're dual wielding, you can, even though you're not as much poise as a heavy weapon, you can do a lot more poise a lot quicker, if you know what I mean. Break this card anyway, and click the item behind it, which you'll get a torch and a soul of the lost undead. So that's 200 souls there for you already if you need them. Light the bonfire, and also if you want to sit at it to heal up any health or anything. As you can see from the start of this game, unlike Dark Souls 1, you can travel from the very start of the game, but at the same time, as you notice that you can't level up at the bonfires this time round. So they've actually took there's some changes in the game that I love. Just some changes in the game I'm still a wee bit iffy about, but we'll see what happens as the time goes on. As you notice, I started off as a swordsman there for dual wielding. There are two weapons you get here at the start for swordsman. They're good. They both start off, well, for me anyway. I noticed they're both +1. Which is good because they give you a start off with a +1 weapon. It saves you time to upgrade. But the problem at the same time is the two weapons that they do give you aren't compatible for actually properly dual wielding. As you hold, to find out if a weapon is durability, they kind of need to be the same kind of weapon. Like, as you've noticed, on my right hand is actually a curved blade, on my left hand is actually a short sword. So these two swords are not compatible at all, because they're two different styles of swords. If you hold Y as well, just if you don't know what swords are compatible, this is teaching you backstabbing here anyway. The backstabbing this here is a wee bit harder to do than it is in Dark Souls. It's a lot easier to miss. Same with parrying. Parrying is a wee bit harder than this one to do. Here you get a dagger as well anyway, for anyone who wants to play like a thief kind of class. The dagger I wouldn't recommend probably putting on, because most of the starting weapons that you do get are a lot better. Anyway, as I was saying, like, to test if the two weapons are compatible, just in case you're not too sure if it's a curved blade, short sword, long sword, or what kind of sword it is, if you hold Y, you're going to like a different stance, which you will see later on when I actually pick up my sword, which probably will be in the next video or the video after, and I apologize for that. But if you hold Y and he puts the sword into, like, he starts dual wielding his sword, that means it's not compatible. But if you're holding Y, or triangle, guys, sorry for PlayStation users there, if you hold triangle or Y, and he's still holding the two swords in his hand, but each stance kind of changes, that means the weapons are dual wieldable, compatible, as well as you're in power stance then, which is better to do. I prefer power stance for dual wielding, and when I use my two swords, I usually hit the left bumper or L1. I'll go over here and collect your life gen as well. Life, as you notice here, is that we don't have flasks at the minute as well. That's another change in this game. To me, Dark Souls 2 is like a mix of Demon Souls with Dark Souls put into one game. Now, I haven't finished my Demon Souls, and I am doing the live stream a lot there, which I will be getting back to eventually, since I get the videos a lot of these videos done because we've got so many videos to do, and I'm just trying to get through and edit up all these videos. As you see there's the crow that you can drop items to. I have actually tested this here. You cannot drop more than one because you will not accept it. You only can drop one item at a time, and it's usually you get stones like this here. And if you're doing co-op, you will get more of these stones as well. As you will see later on, I will be showing you a wee bit of the co-op play. If you remember my series from Dark Souls, I show you a bit of co-op. I also show how you do it solo, stuff like that. But some bosses I will probably not be doing solo because I may have difficulty with them, or because there's a certain reason I don't want to do them solo. Like for story related thing, like someone's story. I'm not going to spoil anything right now, but there is a couple of people that you need to summon to continue on their actual story. There's also 2 of them that you actually have to keep alive till the end of the fight. So don't forget about that. Kick that ladder down, so you can climb up and down it, and it's a shortcut here. But as you saw there's an item here to the left, so just go around here and slowly walk off the edge. You will lose a wee bit of health, but in the long run you're getting a wee soul anyway, so it doesn't matter. Plus, if you really want to heal that wee tiny bit of health, which I don't see any reason why, you can run back to the bonfire anyway and heal up. But right now there really is no need, because this merely is a tutorial, so you shouldn't really be dying here. But I do die, but for the reason I forgot something, so I actually kind of died like an idiot. But anyway, head on through this here mist door. We'll continue on for a wee bit. Like, you can read these tablets as you see here at the side. I'm not reading them because I played Dark Souls 1 and I kinda, well, I read some of them that got there, but pretty much I kinda know the buttons because they haven't changed much. But you can go to your start, and I would probably recommend, and EMB recommends it as well. I actually thought when he was recommending it, he was actually quite insane, to be honest. And switch your jump from your B button to your analog stick, because it does actually make it a lot easier. And I would recommend getting used to that, because it is a lot better. The jump mechanic, as he calls it, but the jump system in this here is still, it's been improved. I have to admit, it has been improved over Dark Souls, because there's so many times when I jumped in Dark Souls and I still died because the jump system was dodgy. As you see that amber herb there, if you're a magic user, I recommend collecting them, especially because they will heal your magic spells or regenerate them even. But anyway, you climb up this ladder. If you hold B, you will climb up the ladder a lot faster, or circle. I will try to refer to both consoles. If I don't, I apologize, guys. It's just I'm so used to playing on the Xbox. Like, I played most of my games on the 360, but there are mainly because the 360 to me at the time has better online servers. This time round, both consoles actually seem to be quite even, like the PS4 and stuff. And I missed that plunge attack. What an idiot! So do be careful of that there. You will lose health as you jump down here, especially if you miss the plunging attack. Before you go through that misgate, as you see this misgate, as you saw the door down there, just go down here and open it. For you people that are interested in PvP, this item will be handy for you. So collect that. That's a cracked red eye orb. For the people from the last Dark Souls, you should already know what that is. For the people who don't know what it is, it's an item that you use to invade all the people's world to kill them, and make their game a lot more difficult. And that's one low, when you invade people's world, it can get hectic. I haven't invaded anybody's world, and I don't think anyone's invaded my world so far, except for the NPCs. But except for them, invading this one is a wee bit harder. Like, I don't mean like harder as in they've messed the online system up like it was in Dark Souls. It's actually a lot better, and they have improved it so much more. The only thing I hate about that they haven't improved on, like, they've made the whole online system so much better. The only thing like I said I don't agree with is still no party chat for Xbox. I understand why it's not there, but they kind of made this one more so you can actually play with your friends. but yet they still will not allow you to have your party chat. I can't understand it. At the same time I don't, because there's even times where I would be in a party chat for you guys that actually been on Xbox One. Oh, do be careful when you're going down here, because this can get nasty, because you will lose a good chunk of health. Also, that archer should not use, so you might want to use a life gem before you jump down, and then when you jump down, obviously deal with that guy as quickly as possible and get up this ladder to deal with the archer. As I was saying, like those guys on the 360 that's playing this here, you probably even, your friends don't maybe like this game, but you still want to talk to them about all the stuff. Like I would talk to Remy and all them, even when I'm playing this here. Well, I would like to talk to them when I'm playing this here, but obviously I can't unless I use private chat only. I would love to maybe them to add it in as a patch if we can, but I don't see it happening. When you come out here, there's a guy to your left. But like I was saying, they're playing all the games and you still want to talk to them, but unless you're you know, playing the same game with them, well, not really the same game, long as you're playing Dark Souls, you can't really chat to more than one person, which is unfortunate. But I would find it would be a lot easier if you could talk to your friends, especially the people you can talk to. I've also was told that you can summon up to 3 white phantoms in this one. I also remember reading that, and I was meant to be confirmed, but I saw nothing. I seem not to be able to summon 3 phantoms. As you see here, I died. Also got that achievement for not dying. When you do go down there, be careful, because I didn't actually realize this one was actually behind me. That's what I was talking about. I actually forgot about that, and because of that, it cost me my life. So do be careful of that. What you want to do is you don't want to fight them down there, because it can get nasty. So you want to bring them both back here. You can also make them fall off the edge down there. So you know, you can do that. I'm going to speed this up, guys, because this here does take a wee bit of time. As you can see, it's going fast anyway. What you do want to do is learn them back here, and they'll do a move where it's hit, and then they'll fall over, and that's the move you want to attack on. As you will see, when this here starts slowing down, they actually I slowed down in one of it. You probably even see it going on there in the background. I was speeding up. But like I was saying, I have put a bit in so you can see the end enough to kill and stuff, and what the moves is. So do be careful this here anyway. I got lucky, as you saw, when I fell down that side. This troll or ogre or whatever you want to call him decided to walk back down there, so I kind of got lucky. A couple of videos I have watched of this here, he stayed there. Like EMB's video, he stayed there, and it can get a wee bit hard, so do be careful, guys, of that. Don't forget, if you're a magic user, I probably will make it a lot easier for you, because you can just stand here at the back of the hole and just keep casting ranged attacks, which is I probably recommend that there. But since I'm a Joe wielder, I can't really do much. As you saw there, the move 1, 2, falls over, and then you go in and do 1, 2, and then roll back. Or even if you just, in case you don't want to be chancy, especially if you have the 2 trolls there, you might want to just do 1 attack and roll back, just to be on the safe side. Down here there's really nothing to collect, but as you saw there behind that troll at the first time, there's a coffin. Now if you jump in this coffin, it will change your sex. I tried to show you it here, but I forgot I was in hollow mode, so I can't really show you and sit properly. And I don't want to go into human mode right now, because I only had 1 effigy. And this here one, turning from hollow to human, is a lot harder, and over the next coming videos we'll talk more about it. That's the reason why I would recommend watching probably mine and EMB's videos, because I'm going to do more of the online side of stuff as well. Like right now he's not doing much of it, but he will eventually. But I will be experimenting with most of the online stuff, so I can give you the information on about the online play stuff, like PvP, co-op and stuff like that, and human mode stuff. Like EMB may not know, he probably knows about it all, but he's just not talking about it right now, because his is mainly all offline play, which is probably recommended for new players, to be honest, to probably go through the game offline until they start struggling and they need to summon phantoms. I would probably recommend it, just, but at the same time there's ways, if you're worried about getting faded, this one is a lot easier to stop invasions coming, so don't worry about too much about that. After you clear that whole area, go back to the bonfire, heal up and whatever, and you want to run back in here and talk to this woman to get a weapon.
You have proven yourself to the forest. We have little to offer, except perhaps these. May they bring fortune to your journey in some small way.
After you get that weapon, it's pretty much crap, so just no worry about it anyway. If you miss it, you miss it. There's no worries. Just head back out to the bonfire if you want to heal up, do whatever you want, spend, well, I was going to say spend your souls there, but you actually can finger out Dark Souls, and continue on this path. In the next video we will try and talk more about the game itself, and I'm not, so when you are playing through it, I'll not be getting you as much. I will try and talk as much about the game as possible, like its online side of stuff and all the stuff I found out. But for now guys, that is it for us, and I apologise for taking so long to get these videos up. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Don't forget, stay sexy.